So back to Steph's eye view. So you've got the village green here, and you've got this neat little connection which I've filmed previously. I've been having a bit of a chat with Sue about this route. So all too often we don't get these direct connections between places, and if we do get these pedestrian connections, it's not unusual for them to be really narrow, sandwiched between high walls or high fences, and it doesn't feel a particularly attractive or safe route. So what makes this work? Well, let's have a look around. So we've got 4 corners to this route through. I've got 4 houses that are almost like sentinels. So they're watching over this space. You've got the bay windows. So the bay windows give you oblique surveillance, and you can see you've got another bay there. You've got generosity in terms of width, so that feels more comfortable. The landscaping's nice and nicely maintained by the residents. But how could you improve this? Well, been talking to Sue as we've been wandering around here, and we're both of the view that you've got some real opportunities here to give plots or houses like this a bit more space, so a bit more sort of outside space. So you come around Heyford Park and you see lots of people personalising and using the spaces in front of their houses. So you'll see tables and chairs quite frequently, and looking at where the sun is. So what time is it? It's 9:30. The sun's out, which is nice, and it's creating a really nice sunny spot here. So I think a way to improve this would be, I mean, maybe you create some doors in that bay. So imagine if you created doors in that bay, and you've got this hedge. So you've got, what is it? It's a beech hedge, I think. So you wrap that beech hedge around, you create doors here, you create a really nice sort of sunny terrace here. And that would slightly solve a bit of a niggle here, which is you've got this patch of earth either side of the footway, which is neither public nor private. So I guess it's communally maintained, and you can see it's well maintained. But maybe what we should be doing is a bit of a hybrid approach here, which is privately conveying the bits on the corners for the sentinel houses. The other thing that's quite interesting is the maintenance of this grass here. Building for a Healthy Life, we'll talk about habitat creation, species rich grassland, and I'm wondering whether the bit in between could be put on a different mowing regime, and maybe you get a summer meadow along either sides of the path here. Just a thought, but always worth thinking about how places can be improved. Right, wonder where Sue's got to. So back to the village green, pan round. So we were talking about streets with different characters earlier, and you can see that this street feels different to the streets we've been on elsewhere. So why does it feel different? Well, you've got buildings that are taller, it's more formal here, but you've also got the tree-lined verge. So you've got the carriageway, you've got the footway, and then you've got the tree-lined verge. So this is giving this street not only a different appearance or character, but it's giving us a bit of a subtle sort of message which says, I am the most important street here. I'm going to take you to more places than a street that hasn't got a tree-lined verge. Yeah, one of the balconies above, and you can see some tables and chairs above that balcony. So principal space, and you can see here almost shifting a gear. So we're moving into a different part of the development here, and you can see there's been a change in the design of the buildings, the architecture, but you've still got this critical relationship between buildings and the street. So you've got, as Sue says, a really well constituted street. So you've got front doors facing the street, not looking away from it. Maybe a few improvements that can be or could be made here and there, but overall, great.